I spent 100 days on Extinction, gathering resources, taming dinosaurs, and simply surviving. From traversing through the beautiful sanctuary to building a vehicle and driving it through the desert sands, I have a tough road ahead of me. I also tasked myself with building the most intricate and glorious base that I've ever done. It's time to tame new Godzilla-like dinos and put them to the test and facing off with the Alpha King Titan and put it to rest permanently. Let me take you back to where it all started on day one. Day one, I woke up in the middle of a failing city on a planet going extinct. I know my mission already, so I have to get started on surveilling the area for threats. Once I knew safety was all but temporary, I began harvesting basic materials such as stone, fiber, thatch, and wood. And with that, I had the ability to increase my carrying capacity, and I also unlocked a few engrams that were necessary. And after doing so, I crafted myself a stone pick so I could start gathering things like flint and thatch at better rates. Once I had all my basic tools out of the way, it was time to start searching for somewhere I could set up my home. What is going on? Before continuing my search for a home location, I had to make myself some cloth armor. That way I had a little bit more protection to get me there. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's avoid that. On my search for water, I put down a dilo with my spear for a good meal later, as well as some hide. Anyways, with a whole day's worth of traversing out of the way, I found a peaceful spot next to some water for my temporary shelter. Let's get started. Ace. Next up was crafting 4 mortar and pestles for XP grinding that you'll see later. And just like that, we had a decent setup, but now I have to go find a tame.
We're gonna try something real risky right here.
This was the entirety of day 2.
Okay, 38 damage for a level 5 is a little excessive!
I ended up finding another level 5 who had a baby, so after crafting 5 spears, it was time to try to kill this thing.
Jeez!
But now I'm out of spears, as you can see, so it's time for a different plan. I crafted myself the more lethal bow and arrow, and now it's time to try once again. Killing that stego took way too much time, but being able to freely tame this level 5, bring it home, and chill out by the campfire during nighttime with it was all worth it. Day 3, I woke up with it still being sunny because there's no day-night cycles on Extinction unless you're in one of the domes. The first thing I did was search for crystal, which was pretty easy. All you gotta do is knock down these light posts and you'll get crystal and element dust. I wanted to use said crystal to make a spyglass so I could see if, before even taming something, if I have the ability to. Next up was getting the materials necessary to craft a forge, smithy, and my metal tools because I was approaching level 21 pretty fast.
What the hell is going on? What is going on? Why are the skies red?
I have no idea what was going on. The blood skies scared me, so instead of going out and leveling up, I used the cooking pot method. It didn't take long for me to get to level 20 and unlock all of the said tools that I was talking about before. With the forge crafted, I was able to start smelting some metal that I farmed from dead defensive units earlier on. And now that I have my little farm going, it was time for me to start spoiling all of the meat in my inventory because I was almost able to craft the stego saddle. And the levels were coming in quick, so I continued on with crafting. We got a smithy placed, put everything inside, and also crafted a metal pick. A bit later, I crafted a metal hatchet and went out with my new tools to farm more metal, just with better rates this time. With that, I was waiting for metal to smelt for a crossbow and started placing some more walls for safety because this red sky wasn't going away and I was quite terrified.
Oh, wow. What a storm, huh? Don't know what that was.
The storm set me back quite a bit, so it was day 4 and I had to get on top of things immediately. I ended up enclosing my base, followed by more cooking pot grinding, and then killing some creatures to finally achieve level 32, which was needed to craft a stego saddle. All of this hard work just to farm narcoberries. Stegos are one of, if not the best berry gatherers in the game, allowing me to craft narcotics in bulk. And now, like we talked about earlier, for the best XP farm in the game, crafting narcotics. The more mortars, the better, but even with 4 going at the same time, I'm getting levels every few seconds. Next up was crafting a crossbow, because soon we need to get wings, and taming a flyer is really necessary. I just had to wait for narcotics, so I got bored, made a sickle, and started gathering fiber. 3 more levels into fortitude, check. The narcotic grind went on for most of the day, not only because it gives me XP, but I also need narcotics for trank arrows so I can knock out a flyer. And with 100 said arrows crafting, it was time to finally start looking. Level 50 wasn't fantastic, but it would allow me to search for a higher level one, so I just got to work. With it being a carnivore and me not having prime meat, this took a long-ass time.
He's alive!
After taming and crafting the saddle, we were finally able to take flight, and I gotta say it felt amazing leaving the ground.
Oh, 130.
Flying around taught me two things. Number one, spiders spawn on top of all of these pillars, so that was a good chitin farm. And number two, what I said about using this PT to get a higher level one was true. We've got a high level Pteranodon, yeah. Loco the Popo.
Loco the Popo? Over the loco.
What a great way to finish off our 4th day on Extinction. Day 5, I had 2 goals. One was to craft cementing paste for water jars so I would stop being thirsty on my travels. And number 2 was farming all day long. I wanted to get myself set up on all of the basic materials so I'd be able to craft traps and add on to my base in the coming days. And with that, it's nighttime. I hung out by my window with my tames and went to bed. Day 6, I started some early preparations by unlocking and crafting everything I would need for an RG trap. I wasn't at level 62 yet for the saddles, so in the meantime I crafted narcotics for more levels and then placed spikes around my base for that extra protection. Taming an Anki wasn't part of my goals today, but when a level 80 walks up to my front door, I could hardly resist. When it comes time to needing metal, flint, crystal, obsidian, anything like that, this Anki is going to be fantastic later on.
Wait, this is the baby, so I can have 2 Ankies?
The Anki is mine. Gamma Man.
Oh!
Lil baby Anki! Day 7, I patiently waited for my new tames to walk all the way to my house before seeing this. All that narcotic crafting is worth it. 6 more levels puts us at 58, meaning I only need 4 more levels before unlocking the RG saddle. Oh, Loco the Popo, who's a good boy. Oh, Pico, how are you doing this morning? Your eyes are crusty, so tired. After my morning ritual, I got an Anki saddle crafted because metal is in my near future.
I found metal.
We want to craft billboards in the coming days so I can make Rex traps. With a few nodes in our sights, we were over 500 metal, which smelted down will be around 250, and I'm quite happy with that number. All that Megatherium's on crack. Run, 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 run. After a big morning metal farm, it was time to get chitin for cementing paste, and we already know the best place for that is the top of these buildings. Except this time around on killing spiders, I got really lucky.
And now I know where to get chitin at on Extinction.
I returned home and got started on cementing paste, which is the hardest part of crafting metal billboards. And with a few already crafted, I decided to use my remaining metal for a shovel so I could go discover what this map holds for me. What the heck? I'll never be able to craft that, let's be honest. After getting my new good-ass boots, I returned home to repair my crossbows and get my little kit ready to go tame a Rex. The only thing really holding me back from leaving was levels. I need to be level 72 before I can unlock that Rex saddle, so waiting around for narcotics was a big portion of my day. On the bright side, I'll never run short on trank arrows or trank darts or anything else narcotic related. My mistake. The Rex saddle is unlocked at level 74, which we finally achieved after about half a day. And as you can see, with a little bit more hide, I was able to craft the Rex saddle, and we finally left the central city. Yeah, that'll do. With the 135 Rex in sights, I got the trap set up. But unfortunately, ASA has new AI for all dinos, and they don't really like to go inside of traps on their own. No. Why are you being stupid? Why are you being stupid? There's zero reason for that. Why are they so much smarter? With a lot of finesse and a lot of time later, I finished off the day by getting the Rex trapped and knocking it out. No! What the hell?
Should've put spikes up, bro. First thing you do when you tame.
Really?
You put spikes around it.
God. Oh my gosh, that sucks! But it's fine, we still have a Rex.
Indigo.
Day 8, I picked up all of the metal billboards, got my Rex saddled, and started the trek home. My reason for getting a Rex this early was only for OSD drop runs, because they do great damage as you can see, and once I make an army, OSD should be pretty simple.
Alright guys, so before I start this 100 days completely, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and you guys are gonna watch this trailer for Extinction and the Bob Tall Tales. It's like 2 in 1.
Let me show you why I stopped paying for all my other sample libraries. This is Arcade by Output. This thing has sound.
Make sure you guys are watching this in 4K.
All right, survivors. It's been a long road together, but we're finally here. We got one last ride. We're gonna build out some gas-guzzling war rigs, kick the tires, and blaze our way down those dusty highways into the sunset together.
Let's ride! That is my line, right?
Start your engines and put the pedal to the metal. Because the end is here for Bob's Tall Tales!
Bob, I miss you too.
When I returned, I unlocked
Sorry about the intermission. Back to the video.
Flak armor, but before crafting it I remembered that I need insulation in the wasteland, so we crafted ghillie instead. I am mushroom. Now that I had armor, a Rex, and everything else that I would need, we headed to a nearby OSD hoping that it was blue. Noticing that it was blue, I got started. I can't really do any other color until I build up an army because they get way harder. Running these OSD drops, my main goal was getting cryopods because getting the Rex home took half a day, but if I have cryopods, I can venture far out, tame stuff, and bring it home a lot easier. Is one of those storm things coming? Because I cannot do this. I don't even know what it is. Unfortunately, these blue drops are buggy, so sometimes a wave will take forever to complete, or there's just a dilo stuck in the ground somewhere. I don't like it. I really don't! I still have no idea what these storms are about. Maybe someday I'll figure out what they hold for me, but as of right now, it's just a scare factor. I spent all day here, and we're not going to show me picking on little creatures anymore. I obviously completed it.
Give Papa his loot. Give Papa his loot.
The main things I cared about out of all of this was the 4 cryopods and the ass load of stone foundations, because that saves me a lot of time and resources when I go to craft my actual base. Damn! 35 stone foundations! Holy mother of pearl, that was so good! What is this? Ascendant Battle Rig Rear End Mod Tow Hook. It's time to go home, children. Good morning, everybody. Let's go find an RG, shall we? I wanted to get an early start on day 9 searching for an Argentavis because the levels can be very iffy on this map, and what you're seeing on screen reflects that. The first few that I found were horrible. 115, we'll take it. Hey, stop! Hey, stop! No! What are you guys doing? Did I say 145? I immediately placed the RG trap down because a 145 is about as good as it's gonna get. Nah, it's fine, brother. It's fine. And since I'm the best ARC player on the planet, finessing the RG in here was pretty easy. Since RGs don't have the highest health and pretty high torpor, I had to shoot it, wait 7 seconds, shoot it again, rinse and repeat for a long time. Oh gosh! After about 10 minutes, the RG went down. Now I have to go find prime meat, and quickly. After getting my prime, when I returned, I saw a Rex trying to go for my RG that I had knocked out, so I had to fight for my life and my RGs. Fight to the death, we just gotta do it, we just gotta do it, we just gotta do it! Oh my gosh, that was close. With the RG tamed, I named it I Fly Direct because it was only fitting, used my new cryopods to pot up Loco the Popo, and then headed home. You don't need a cryo fridge anymore! With this knowledge, day 10, I potted up a few of my tames and started packing because it's time for us to move permanently. The unfortunate part is with all of the harvesting runs plus metal, it was gonna take quite a few to and froms before I'd be done. That's a Dinosuchus? What? Oh my god. I was wondering why this Sarco was so big. I really wanted to build in the snow biome this time around since I've never done so on Extinction, and this little platform was screaming my name. I spent the remainder of day 10 setting up my new base and getting things dropped off to prepare for all of the back and forth runs that I'd have to do. Luckily, with the crazy flak boots that I got, my insulation is good enough to not be freezing cold all the time in the snow. Also, this area is so gorgeous. I am so excited to see what the rest of this playthrough holds for us, but that concludes our first 10 days. We have to get the rest of our base transferred over here. This was just the start, so it's going to be a lot of back and forth until we get it done. Day 11 was mostly me just traveling, as you've heard me say a few times. We took flight with the RG to head back to Central City and gather more things. This whole process probably would have gone a lot quicker if I left behind all of the wood, but the thing is I spent the time gathering it, so I might as well bring it. For those of you that don't know, RG's only half the weight of any type of ore, so flint, metal, anything like that. They don't have the weight of wood. Anyways, a few back and forths later, we were approaching the end of the day, and I finally completed my goal. I finished things off by doing more resource clearing on my platform before heading to bed. Damn, that was a lot. Day 12 was important, as I needed to actually build a base. I wanted to make it nice, but that'll come with time. So for now, I need something effective and safe, and that's what I went for. Oh my gosh, there's wasteland skins.
Just letting you know,
Hold on,
live stream
let's
over
get
here.
a set of this
So you know.
going. Warlord gloves.
The what?
Howdy, hey, it's your boy iSyzen. I am the
Oh, shoot.
warlord. What the hell is going on? It's sick. That is so cool. While building, I was
Nope.
also applying the new Wasteland skins because I thought they looked cool and it gives the base an extra little touch that it needed. Oh yeah, this is gonna be sexy as hell, man. Base building is all I really did on day 12, so we're just gonna skip to the end, that way you can see the final result. Listen, it's just a cubicle right now, but it will become something much, much greater later on. It's just what I need right now, though. Day 13, me and iFly Direct made our way to the desert globe in search of a Dodicarus. Having one will make building structures much easier, so let's go find one. The first few I found were getting attacked by some scorpions, and rightfully so. They were low levels, so food chain, you know, they deserve to die. The only thing I really search for when going for farming dinos is weight, so the higher the level, the better the weight, obviously, but a level 65 Dodic will get the job done. Wait, is that a baby thorny dragon? It is! Level 130! I wasn't planning on getting one of these, but the parent was nearby, so after killing that, I was able to go up to the baby, tame it, and now I have a free level 130 thorny dragon. I ended up naming him Bimbop for some reason, but remembered that for the saddle I need 100 clay, so since we're already here, let's gather some cactus sap and some sand. After half a day, my Dodic was tamed, I named it, and brought both of my new tames home to get started on the saddles. I started by making clay and my mortar and pestle for the thorny dragon saddle, and just like that, I had all of my entry-level farming dinos out of the way and ready to farm. To finish things off, I cleared out some trees with my thorny dragon, and I don't think I'll ever need wood again. I mean, I did test the Dodic too, and my god, I was officially stacked on resources, and I gotta say, it was a good feeling. Day 14 was finishing up my cubicle and also building a dinosaur pen area, that way I could clean up my platform. In between building and moving all of my tames, I also got a fabricator crafted, so now we might have power at the base soon. Day 15, I started prepping arrows and everything I would need to go tame the opposite gender Rex, that way I could start my OSD drop army. But crafting trank arrows takes forever, so without wasting time, I headed over to the fabricator, crafted a generator, and now we have power at the base. I also built 2 of the steampunk lampposts, that way my base would have light at nighttime. It's beautiful! I love it. And since I'm a motivational go-getter, I also crafted industrial grills, so we're slowly industrializing our base. And obviously the last thing I did before heading out was cook some meat because I was low on food. Anyways, let's go find my Rexa baby mama. When I left the snow globe, I noticed there was a meteor shower going on, hence the reason this map is called Extinction, because all the dinosaurs are going extinct. But I don't want to die, so I parked myself in Central City and waited for the shower to pass. And once it did, the search began. I found a level 6 Tech Rex and a level 15 normal Rex, which that's not gonna do. Then I remembered this glorious area, found a level 140 Rex, and decided to go for it. No. Okay? Why is this water hurting me? Has it always done this? The Rex is on me. The Rex is on me. Run! Archie, come on. Archie, come on! Don't let me die! After placing the trap in a close call later, I hopped on my RG and barely escaped death. And after dealing with ASA's stupid AI, I got the Rex trapped, and it was time to begin. The whole knockout process took over 100 arrows and nearly 15 minutes because I had to spread out my shots. Yeah, go down. I learned my lesson with my first Rex, so I decided to build a spike wall around this one, that way it wouldn't get attacked by random corrupteds. But for some reason, this playthrough, I'm having the worst luck known to man. Tell me how this even happens. Stop it. Are you serious? They can just spawn? On my Rex? Dude, if they move, they're gonna get hit by my spikes and get... No way, dude. It's so close to taming. Stop! Stop moving! You're actually joking. You have got to be kidding me! Oh, this is so gonna end bad for me. I had to quickly kill the 2 Brontos and the Rex, but Mr. Short Arms kept healing as he was eating the dead Brontos. Luckily, I was able to bring the Rex outside of the trap and get him away from my current one, but I knew the efficiency was gonna be all kinds of screwed up. And sure enough, my level 140 before taming Rex woke up at level 164. On the bright side, it's 2 almost max level Rexes mating together. They're still gonna breed a good army, and at least it's not a boss team. Day 16 began the grind for forges. I crafted about 6 of them total and got them all lined up along my other forge. Now that I have the ability to get more metal than I'll ever need, I need forges to be able to pump out the smelted metal. And with those crafted, I brought the Anki out to hit some nodes. The original plan was to craft an industrial forge first, but I think this time around I'm gonna go with the chemistry bench because it's more important to me as far as gunpowder crafting and cementing paste. But anyways, we were able to return home with just enough to smelt down 2,500 metal. Next up was unlocking the chemistry bench, that way I could see the requirements on crafting it. And to be quite honest, it actually wasn't that hard. I put together all of the resources I had, and all I needed was cementing paste and electronics. So while things crafted, I headed back to Central City to kill some spiders for their chitin, that way I could make even more cementing paste. I was able to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone because there's defensive units and enforcers literally all over the city, so my electronic farm was done. And with cementing paste and all other requirements other than polymer complete, all I had to do was go down below my base and kill some penguins. I hope you guys are starting to see all the benefits of living in the snow biome. It's gorgeous, it has polymer, all the other rare resources that I need. I'm set. After committing crimes, I crafted the chemistry bench, got it placed, and called an end to the day. Day 17, I woke up with one goal in mind, and that was to get a mana garmer. And for some reason, I thought that net projectiles would be out by now, but that's a Genesis thing, so the harpoon's not gonna work. Instead, I thought I could reuse my RG trap, but turns out mana garmers are worse than they've ever been. I started making my way around the snow globe searching for a mana garmer, and it took me quite a while to actually find one. But now that I did, you guys get to see how ridiculous it is to trap one of these in ASA, much less tame it. Alright, let's just get the trap down right here. I don't know if this will work. I know it can fit in here, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, do your jumping thing. Fantastic that there's 2 of them. Come on, buddy. Follow me. Do they ever stop jumping? Do you ever stop jumping? Stop jumping! In Ark Survival Evolved, mana garmers would run out of stamina even as a wild one, and they would run towards you and start fighting you. They don't do that in this game. They never stop jumping. They're always in the air. Land, you stupid idiot! What is he doing? Yes, come here. Come here. Why? Not only did I spend half a day looking for these stupid things, but once I did find them, this was happening. I looked it up online and it doesn't seem like anyone else is having this issue. It's just me. Day 18 though, I found a flaw in their system. They would get stuck a lot. Glitched out on rocks, float in the air. The only issue is I couldn't shoot them, so we still gotta figure this out. I thought I had this in the bag when I noticed that the mana garmer was falling and then got stuck in another little rock formation. So I was like, oh yeah, easy tame. But I shot him a few times and he took flight once again. I kind of just want to kill you. I don't even want it anymore. I definitely knew this one was a lost cause when it got stuck for one final time and then started floating to heaven to never return. I then saw one off in the distance doing the same exact thing, floating, never returning to land, doing stupid mana garmer things. Well, after I attacked him enough, he actually did drop. So you're looking at my day 18, watching this thing jump around, trying to figure out another way to tame it. Maybe after a good night's sleep and a break from this stupidity, I'll come back refreshed and figure out how to do this. Day 19, I found the same mana garmer who was jumping around non-stop like before, but this time he did something that he couldn't take back. Where are you? You stupid dummy. When they'd get stuck in the past, they'd jump out pretty quick, so I knew I didn't have a lot of time to get this thing knocked out. I shot arrows as fast as I could when finally... Yeah! Oh my gosh, that was dumb. I immediately went on a quick prime meat run by killing a mammoth, brought it back to the mana garmer, and he soon after woke up. I immediately headed home, crafted the saddle, and it was time to test this bad boy out. I spent the entirety of day 20 killing all of the things around me that would give a lot of experience. Getting around 3,000 stamina on this mana garmer was extremely important for me to be able to travel around the map fast without putting myself in danger. Boy, do I love mana garmers, but after witnessing what I did in the past 3 days, I don't think I'll ever tame one of these again unless they fix it. Oh, the things I went through for you. You better not ever die. Day 21 was all about breeding, but I had to do a few things first. Alrighty, well, it is time to start breeding some Rexes. Firstly, I crafted myself a full set of flak armor for better protection, and it's been a while since I updated my armor. I also put the war pig skin on my armor this time around instead of the other one, and it looks ages better. I think 2 might be good enough to make these Rex eggs hatch, but I guess we'll have to find out. I placed both ACs outside of my base, and then allowed both Rexes to mate. That way I could start getting eggs.
Guys are making me babies.
I wanted to breed 8 other Rexes to have a total of 10 before going into a higher level OSD drop.
There is our first egg. Oh my gosh, it's incubating. Okay.
Anyways, I didn't breed for mutations this time around, so there's nothing really to see here other than Rex pooping out eggs and me hatching them. It was what I was doing in the background that was more important, such as crafting gunpowder and cementing paste. I was ultimately preparing to get a Giga in the coming days, but I need an assload of trank darts, and we need to start with gunpowder.
Let's look at the stats. We're at 7,700 health and 446 melee before any imprints. That is a godlike Rex right there. Rexes Matter 1. We're gonna name our whole army Rexes Matter. Long neck rifle is coming my way.
I also got 75 stacks of simple rifle ammo crafting, which turns into 150 all said and done. That's not gonna be enough, but it is a good start.
First imprint is a cuddle. Hell yeah.
And just for an update, we're at a total of 3 Rex babies. More to come. I also stayed on top of crafting as many Rex saddles as possible, but hide was an issue. By evening time, I was stressing because there was so many Rex babies raising, and I'm only one person.
Prime meat jerky. Are you out of your mind? That's not happening. Okay. Cool.
I ended up going with only 9 Rexes in total, meaning 7 babies, because of my shortage of cryopods. So that being said, all Rexes are hatched and raising. It's just gonna take some time.
You want prime fish meat? Not happening. You want regular kibble? Also not happening.
The last important thing I did on day 21 was gather the materials for a chainsaw, because they're fantastic at gathering hide, and obviously I have a shortage of that. So after killing some local penguins for their polymer, I headed back home and I was able to craft one.
Alrighty, there's my chainsaw. I need to make a second feeding trough. I thought my one would cover this entire platform, but it does not.
Keeping all of my tames fed, especially my Rexes, was fantastic for their mental health, but also so they don't die.
Oh my gosh. The chainsaw gets double the amount.
I then further tested it on 2 Ankies and a Chalicotherium, and I'll let it speak for itself.
Oh, look at that hide. Look at that hide. Oh my gosh. Chainsaw is the best.
Oh my gosh. 2 Ankies is over 1,000 hide.
Chalicotherium, damn, is giving me so much hide. 1,000. 1,200. 1,500. Okay. I know the best hide farm now.
And with that, I was finally able to craft the remaining Rex saddles I needed, and my army was complete. The final thing I did before going to bed was crafting 200 trank darts.
Alright, well, we'll finish this up tomorrow, and once all of these are done, we're gonna go get ourselves a snow owl to start healing these.
I did not realize that it was gonna take me most of the day to get this done because of the new AI. It's so hard to get stuff into traps now that I'm not sure what to do anymore.
Well, it was alive. Now it's not. Level 95, that'll do.
I didn't realize that the torpor to health ratio was pretty close for snow owls. I've always tamed them pretty quick, so I guess this is the first time I really got to experience this. And the other thing that doesn't help is the fact that all of these wolves were attacking it, and now it's at low health. But who would I be if I didn't try?
Oh yeah. Okay, that worked out.
I killed him? Now it's time to search for another half a day, much less trap it. I finally found a 115, but before doing anything, I had to kill these Daedons that jumped me, and luckily there was a baby.
Where'd that baby go? Because I kind of want it.
Getting both a Daedon and a Snow Owl was going to allow me to heal my Rexes twice as fast, because the Daedon has passive healing. As long as I have food in his inventory, he'll do his own thing, and then the Snow Owl just speeds up the process.
Perfect. Alright, now we try this again. Oh yeah, he's sleeping. Let's go, Mr. Potter.
I returned home to start raising my baby Daedon, and then also got my Snow Owl saddled up and healed all my Rexes. This was the rest of my day.
For the last heal of the day, and then we can finally go run some OSDs.
Speaking of, I headed out to go run an OSD, but there was a meteor shower, so now we have to wait. You're joking. Day 23, I had one goal, and anything else was a bonus. I was hoping to find anything other than a blue OSD drop, and I found exactly that. So unfortunately, we have to run one more boring one, which I can just do with the mana garment. The only thing holding me back from running the yellows and the reds is I don't have enough cryopods to bring my entire army. I only have 4 at the moment, so once we finish this, we should be golden.
Starting to overheat slightly. This is why I love the snow biome. You can always put more layers on. You can't take enough layers off.
Anyways, after killing one final wave of tiny baby creatures, we finally got there.
Alright, well, there it is. What is this? A blade wasp hive? A natural defense tower that uses a blade wasp colony. Brother, we cannot carry that.
To be honest, the best thing I got was the 38 wooden pillars and 4 more cryopods. So without further ado, let's head back home. 33 cooked meat jerky, that's huge. When I returned, I added some depth to my base by adding pillars on the outline of the walls and then throwing some skins on it. Next up was working on the second floor of my base because we were running out of space downstairs. I had metal smelting back at home, and the final 2 things I needed for an indie forge was oil and cementing paste. Hence the reason I'm back in the sanctuary murdering robots and spiders. Once complete, I waited by my forges, because that's all we can really do at this point. I'll see you in the morning. Day 24 was simple. I wanted to gather 5,000 of each basic resource, being flint, thatch, wood, stone, hide, and I started with stone. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I was tired of every time I wanted to do something around the house, needing to go get resources.
Well, I just found a Novus, so it's time to deposit this stuff and make a refrigerator.
Before continuing on with anything else, raw mutton spoils extremely fast, so this refrigerator will allow me to keep it for longer in case I do find a giga soon. Wood was already done and we were on to thatch. Following that would be flint and finally fiber.
We're literally 64 metal short, so we're just gonna wait around until this is done.
I then remembered I literally have nowhere to put an industrial forge, so I had to finish my second floor before coming up with a plan on where I'd place it. My idea was to build a huge balcony platform that would come off the left side of my base, but I underestimated the time it would take to do so. And finally, by late day, it was complete.
Awesome.
And it looked so
Got a snow
good.
day.
Well, there we go. Our
Yeah,
forge is going. We
it's
have metal
close,
inside.
baby.
We are all set for now.
The last thing I did on day 24 was brought the Anki out to the wasteland to go farm more crystal because I am gonna need more than a hell of a lot of it tomorrow. Since I've been heavy on the base work, day 25, I wanted to have a little bit of fun. I brought all of the Rexes that I could to find a yellow or higher OSD drop.
A second from the hardest. I don't know if we can do this.
I ended up throwing all of my Rexes out, put them on aggressive behavior, and removed the shield. Let's get this started.
Don't worry, I'm paying attention. I'm hearing everything. Just dealing with some more
All right, guys,
stuff.
you are needed. You are needed. You are needed. We did it.
I found a freaking map. I didn't even realize. I must have gotten that from killing like one of the centipedes or something.
I remembered out of nowhere that the yellows were always pretty easy. I think it's the purples that are tough.
Oh yeah, there's all the loot, baby. I have no idea what those are, but we're gonna hold on to them. Okay, so good amount of polymer. We found 7 stone foundations, so I guess that's something. Behemoth gateways, that's nice. Battle rig. Good compound bow.
After checking out all of my new stuff, I decided to pot up all of the Rexes, but first check their inventories, and some of them have black pearls and these corrupted hearts, which is nice. Also, damn. Now that I got my fun out of the way, it was time to get back to work by making a greenhouse. We need a greenhouse for all sorts of kibbles, for imprinting on babies, and also taming. But I had some downtime because I had cementing paste going, and also greenhouse walls and roofs, so we decided to go hit these treasure maps.
I just realized
All
I'm
right,
supposed
what
to
is
do that
it?
on camera on YouTube. My apologies, YouTube.
For
Please
leggings?
don't ban me. It was
This stuff I don't really care
Oh,
about. And
accidental.
then finally
I
this
wasn't using
one,
my
which
brain.
probably isn't going to be
I
anything
just
damn
woke
good,
up.
but oh, it's way up there.
This just goes to show you that even though it's a primitive map, never count it out until you've seen what it holds.
alright. Not gonna let everybody at work now wear clothes. bonus.
Why is the primitive one so godlike? Look at the crossbow, the dodic saddle, the arms.
I think I'm definitely happy enough to go home and start working. So greenhouses are extremely expensive. In certain cases, you gotta figure out if it's worth it for you to even craft/build one. In recent cases, I've discovered that the whole cryopod method, where you pod a tame up, throw them back out, and the requirements for imprinting will change, is no longer a thing. So if they ask for kibble, you need to give them kibble. There we go. All of these should be getting maximized greenhouse effects. Now we just have to get a water tank and a water intake. Since water is wireless in ASA, I placed an intake down below, placed a few water takes along the path of that water intake, and finally my greenhouse had water. Before calling an end to day 25, I had to stop by my old base location for some reminiscing. Oh, it's our old house. This is where it all started. And then finally getting a Phiomia so we could start producing some turds and have fertilizer. There we go. That was pretty easy. Day 26, I fed the Phiomia stem berries and made it poop itself, like, all over the place. After getting all the poop deposited into the crop plots, I then checked to see what the requirements were for a cooker, and let's just be honest, I was far off from it. I mean, I had more than enough metal since my industrial forge was full most of the time. I just had to get all of the other resources, and I also needed metal and cementing paste for the Giga Trap as well, so today we're doing a lot of farming. Alright, let's see how good this chainsaw does. 375. Alright, I'd say that's a good amount. Chitin just seems like an issue right now because I have to travel so far back to the city, but once we start running caves and I kill all of those bugs, we're never going to be short on chitin again. Alright, our chitin farm is done. Let's head back home. What are we sitting at right now? We just need the 1300 metal and then we're done. We have everything else. While waiting on metal, I pumped all the levels into my Rexes that I got from that earlier yellow OSD drop, then crafted a Daedon saddle and fed the Daedon a bunch of raw meat so he could then start passively healing my Rexes. Oh my gosh, that drains the hell out of his food. It may drain his food, but as long as his inventory is full of meat, you can just leave the base and he'll continue to heal every time he has a little bit of food built up. Anyways, after a bunch of side work, my 1200 metal was finally done. I just had to get it downstairs into the fabricator. And the cooker is finally mine. Wow, so the last thing we would need to be fully industrialized would be the grinder. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. I placed the cooker behind my greenhouse, which was a perfect spot for it as I'll be transferring all of the crops from in there to here. Speaking of crops, I got all of my seeds planted and my plants were growing beautifully. Now we just have to wait for them to start producing fruits and we'll be solid. Day 27. I crafted a second long neck rifle as I'm almost 100% certain the first one will break in the knockout process. Let us go find ourselves a Giga. I searched far and wide looking at all of the possible Giga spawn locations that I knew of, but I was without luck. After doing some research, I found there was one more place they could appear and headed there. So normally Gigas spawn all along the snow globe. I have not found any over there on that side of the snow globe, so the last place I can check is up here. Sure enough, right around the corner was a level 95 Giga, so I laid out the trap and tried my best to get it in there. Go in the trap, asshole. If you think for a second this was an easy process, it wasn't. It was actually the most annoying thing I've ever experienced, right above bad drivers. Just take it, just take it. Okay, he's in there, he's in there, he's in there, he's in there. There's no getting out of that one, Poppy. It took me half the day to finally outsmart the Giga, and I got it trapped, so it was time to start filling him with sleepy time tea. After a few in-game hours, I was running low on darts. I started with 220 of them, and the Giga wasn't showing signs of going down, so I was really nervous that I would fail. I shot my last dart, and I knew I had to do something. I bolted home and grabbed what trank arrows I could find, along with my new crossbow from the treasure map, and scurried back to the Giga as fast as I could. Luckily for me, its torpor didn't drop too much, and I finally got it put down. Honestly, that was the most goated moment in my entire career. At the end of the day, I achieved level 96, which was required to unlock the Giga saddle, and I immediately crafted it. Day 28, I brought my newfound Giga over to an area where I knew that corrupted hearts were pretty easy to get. It's time to farm for Ice Titan tributes. Alright, right over here is probably the best tribute farm area. Killing any larger size corrupted dino will generally drop anywhere from like 1 to 4, as well as a few black pearls, so I didn't leave this area until I got all 100. Well, that's all she wrote for today. I will see you guys in the morning. The first thing I did on day 29 was immediately got started on making more trank darts and trank arrows, because it's time to find a second Giga if we want to get anywhere in this playthrough.
Oh my freaking gosh, we got there.
Oreo. Since we already tamed a Giga in the past, there's no reason for you to sit through all of that again, but... Alright, Oreo has 1,000 more health than a Yokai, and his starting melee damage is 205. That's actually really good. My plan for tomorrow is to only breed Gigas. I will not leave this platform because we need to build an army. Day 30 and it's officially breeding time. You guys want to have some under the cover fun? Because you're more than welcome to. Since this team isn't necessarily for the King Titan, I don't care about mutations. We just want to get an army that's strong enough to take down the Forest Titan and the Ice Titan, which, by the way, at this current moment, I still didn't have a plan for the Desert Titan, nor did I want to come up with a plan, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, after crafting 1 additional AC, the Giga eggs started hatching, and the entire goal was 3 eggs per day because they took that long to hatch. Alrighty, our first egg is about to hatch. We're about to have a baby Giga. Come on, buddy. For the rest of the day, it was just me attending to my Giga's needs, imprinting, and waiting for them to raise. And since we only can get 3 Gigas per day, it's good that I'm starting now for later. It's hard being a dino parent, but listen, when they all raise and they leave the nest, life is good. We got a color mutation. I named him Booja. Look at his stomach. Day 31, I was surprised because when this Booja hatched, I didn't notice that it had a mutation until I checked. All right, we're gonna get these 3 eggs hatching. So I continued to stay persistent and hatching 3 eggs per day because I really wanted that color mutation on Oreo's color scheme. Oreo got the color mutation. We got the black and white body with the purple stomach, and I was more than happy. All right, well, we are at the end of the day. We have Oreo, the mutant that we saw earlier with the glowing purple belly. Yeah, we have 3 more Gigas, so that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for the rest of the day, I came up with my plan for tomorrow. Day 32, I finished up healing my Gigas and then got started on crafting med brews because I might need them running these caves in case I get knocked off of a tame, which won't happen, but still. All right, well, we have to kill 7 more Spinos, which is easy. And Theries, I know exactly where to find them. Theries aren't going to be hard. Let's just go get the Spinos first. See, I say get Spinos first, but then I remembered Theries spawn all around the sunken forest, so we're gonna head there real quick. Oh, look who it is. Killing Theries for tributes is nice because you only have to get 5 since they drop 2 claws, and I need 10. After killing all of the ones at the surface, I headed down to the sunken forest for my last 2, and now it's on to Spinos. Alright, you guys, we're done with our tributes. With all the preparation said and done, I headed to the ice cave entrance right below my snow globe, cleared out the area, and then laid out my 2 Gigas to get started.
So glad I've been paying attention to this by listening.
Nothing in this cave stands a chance against me.
I worked my way through the ice cave using 2 Gigas at once so I could level them, and then once they would get to where I was happy, I would swap both of them out for 2 new Gigas, and this was the trend all the way through. By late day, I reached an area that was quite familiar to me where I found the artifact of the void.
Oh, there's the artifact right there. Okay, this area just looks much different than it used to. Artifact of the void is mine, baby. All we have to do is make it to the boss terminal and we can fight the Ice Titan. All right, we're gonna throw all the tributes in here. Claws, sails, corrupt hearts, void. It's been around a year since I fought the Ice Titan, so I wasn't quite sure if my army was enough, but we used all of our Rexes that we previously bred, plus our new Gigas. It's time to find out. We spawned into the fight and I got my whistles in order, and then we attacked. Oh, they're doing great damage. Get in there! Oh, they just broke one of his nodes just like that. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit stuck right now. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm frozen.
Oh, that's not good. Come on, iSyzen. You got this, bud. Get in there. Do some damage. He's doing 1600 every now and again.
That's gonna hurt. Oh. Get him, baby! Get him! Get him! Did my armor just break? Hold on, I'm gonna stick out of this for now. You got this, darling. You got this. They're gonna survive. The Rexes are for sure dying. Please kill him. Please kill him. Please kill him. All right, I'm just gonna get in there. That's gonna hurt. Come on. Get there, a few more bites, Let's go!
By day's end, I completed the Ice Titan fight without a single death, which made me really happy. But look at this loot! Holy cow! Sword, who cares? Look at that long neck rifle, the tech
Sword,
helmet,
who cares?
gnarly.
The sword
After
puts
doing
an
the
Andy
impossible,
for,
it was time to head
money.
home, deposit all of
If
our
you kill
loot,
an
and lay
Otis.
our head to rest, because tomorrow, we get right back to it. Day 33, I equipped
it's
my
good for
tech
me
helmet,
all
but it's
around.
not going
So
to be
if you kill an
functional until I get some
Otis, right,
elements. So,
use,
before doing anything else, I
a
prepared to
sword or
go
a
tame a
chainsaw.
gas bag,
You get a
and
lot
here's
of
why. If you get a high level 1, on this map, it's one of the best
it's just
tames for
common sense,
carrying
like, real
capacity,
life, people
and
use,
they're
like,
somewhat
like,
fast
people,
when you
like, people
use
that
their
make-
fly
do,
ability.
like,
Shortly after
like a
heading out,
meat
I found a
factory
level
or like a meat,
120 and
butcher
got to
place or
work.
whatever.
A trap wasn't working,
Or
so
you
we
go
had
to,
to do
like,
this the
different country
old-fashioned
and
way by
cooking
running
food
around
and
on
stuff,
foot.
and they
All
have,
right,
like, a
buddy, go to
giant
bed.
meat thing, like,
Didn't
on a
realize they
rotisserie or
would take
something,
this much,
rotisserie.
especially with this good of
They
a
use,
long
like,
neck
small
rifle.
sword or a machete or something to chop it. Usually they'll do that at expensive places, like expensive restaurants.
There we go.
And,
After knocking out the gas bag,
that's
I
like
headed
one
home
way
to
of
make the
knowing
saddle,
it.
which also gave him some time to tame.
So, like,
And by the time I
I wanted to say
returned,
common
he was
sense, I
alive.
take that
So I
back.
got him
What I said,
strapped up
it's
with the
more of,
saddle
like,
and
if you
decided to
know
take him home
about
instead of the
that, then
mana
you'll
garment so
know
I could
that
remember
they're
how the
more
hell to
effective
use one of
than
these
not.
things.
That's actually how it works in this game. You use a
So you may be
sword
wondering
to
why
do
I need a
massive
tame with all
damage.
this carrying capacity.
you're
Well,
talking
I just
about
beat the
dead
Ice
horses
Titan, which
in this
unlocked
game,
the tech
you get a lot
replicator,
of
and I really want to
food
craft
and,
one.
like,
So I checked out the
resources.
requirements,
So,
and it
like,
seemed
you'll
like
get
the
a lot
hardest
of
part
hide,
was
but
the
you'll
black
get more
pearls and
meat
the
than
element.
hide.
And with that being said, day
And then
34,
prime,
I
you
got
want
started on the
prime
black
meats, kill the
pearls and
babies in the
finished
game.
by
I know that
midday.
sounds so weird
Midday
to say.
Sizen, yes.
But if you
Well, I
kill the
needed
babies in this
150,
game, in
and
Arch Rivals
these
City,
dinos only drop like
you
1
get
to
a lot of
3.
prime.
After finishing up with that, I found a nearby element vein, and this would give me that 100 element I needed to craft the tech replicator, so I guess I'll be here for a while. And just know this, since it was a gamma vein, it was even more boring than a blue OSD drop. There was only
How's
1
the
to 2
gig another
dilos
damage
here
to
and
the
there,
nodes? In
and
ASE,
that's
they
all
did
it was
damage. Now they
all
don't.
day.
That's
Dude, this
cool,
is
but,
taking
like,
ages,
what-
man. Cannot frickin' handle this, dude. Just never ends.
The issue with these things is that corrupteds are extremely aggressive, so when they're on their way to the element vein or OSD drop, they get distracted by other creatures. That's why it took so long. By the time farming was all said and done, I had around 120 elements, which I could have sworn I remembered getting much more, but maybe since this is a gamma, that's the
That's just
reason
me.
why.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead
He's a
and farm
giga
up the rest of this, and then we're gonna head
against
back home, and
You're
that's
out
the
against
end of
really
our
nothing
day.
when it comes to that.
Spent all day doing
They're
this
fun to do.
BS.
Day
It gives you a
35,
little
I filled my
activity
gas
to do.
bag's inventory with everything possible, that way I could go into the ice cave and drop stuff off at the terminal. From running OSDs and smelting metal and doing a lot of farming, I finally had all the resources available to craft a tech replicator. The tech replicator is finally freaking mine. Now the issue is where do I put this tech replicator? I can't fit it up here. Okay, so we got the tech replicator back here on a ghetto little platform. I have to finish this off. I have to get some element in here. This is not done. I just needed to get it out of my inventory. This whole area for the tech replicator was completely temporary, and later on I would build a nice area for it. But for now, it'll do.
is a
1,000
beautiful
metal,
area.
crystal, elements 40,
You
which
need
I
some mech
have,
for the ice
polymer
titan,
550,
the
easy,
big
25
ice
black
titan,
pearls, which is
called.
actually,
It's like
dude,
a
I can
titan or
craft that
something
soon.
like
I
that.
wanted to craft a mech because it's the safest and most efficient way to tame the forest titan and the ice titan, which I'm definitely gonna need for
Oh,
the
he's
boss
gonna
fight
tame
at the
them
end of
too.
this
So,
playthrough.
yeah,
Day
definitely.
36, I wanted to do one thing and one thing only, and that was run OSDs. And speaking of, I came across a red one, but my reason
You need
is
gigas
because I
to
need
do that.
cryopods, and a
gigas.
lot of them for boss fights to come. I also really like loot.
Oh, he
So
does it.
let's do this.
I
Do
mean,
these
he's
still
gonna have,
take
like,
a
5
really
gigas
long
out.
time, even though it's a higher level one? Yes.
6
But I
gigas
did
out. He's got
over-prepare,
5
as you
plus
can see, I
himself.
have 5 gigas with me, and it made this very easy.
She didn't have any Rexes out. Yeah, gigas. Yo, Sizen, if you end up seeing this, man, you made it this far into my reaction. I apologize for not reacting to like the first 27 days. I apologize. I had a lot of work stuff I had to deal with. And for those out there that like these 100 days videos, I apologize for that. It's just personal stuff I had to deal with. So hopefully you understand. And thank you for the time for listening and for watching my videos and all that. So
Oh, we
yeah,
completed it.
I
Look at
apologize
that.
for not having a lot of
200
energy
black
as well.
pearls. Okay, we're dropping this.
I'm just
Battle rig, roll
not really
cage.
full of energy.
Dude, I'd love to take this stuff, but I just
Not
like
as much.
I can't. I ended up using my Giga since he has the most weight out of all of my tames to head home. And this took me the rest of the day.
I ended up getting so many cryopods from that
He's
OSD.
like,
I
he's
think it
still
was
out
somewhere
with
around
it,
like,
guys.
I mean, look at all this. It was like 20 of them. That's crazy. I still don't know what these things are, so... I mean, it might be the vehicles. I have no idea.
It's a project trade. What
It's
does it is you can
on!
carry your
All
traits
right, well,
over from one
everything's
item
in here to
the
craft a
next.
mech, and I
Hard to
did
explain.
exactly that on day 37.
It's a mod.
Let's just do it. Okay, I only have 4 element left, which is the issue, so I can't even use this mech until I get more element. Holy cow! I really wanted to test out the mech further, but I couldn't because I ran out of elements within seconds. So today we find an element vein. Now I just have to try to find a freaking Dreadnoughtus. No way, I just found one that easy, right? No, that's a Bronto. I don't know if I can get him all the way over there, but I'm sure gonna try. I don't even care what level it is, I'm gonna be honest. Do I put the element in my... right here? After feeding the Dreadnoughtus element, it'll follow you for 30 seconds, so you just have to have enough to get it to the element vein, and luckily I was pretty close. There we go. There we go, we're here. Start eating element, buddy.
Oh, he got lucky. This is so cool. What
are you doing?
The actual...
Taming 20%, effectiveness 65. My gosh, I'm terrible at this. All I had to do now was make sure creatures didn't attack him, kill them, and let him eat elements. Over time, we'll eventually tame. This is actually really cool. Let's go! I got a Dreadnoughtus! Oh my gosh, his weight is 4,000. His health is 77. For the next few hours, I tried completing this element vein, but ever since I tamed the Dreadnoughtus, it bugged out and it wasn't progressing. All right, so I have gathered everything that I own to craft the Dreadnoughtus saddle. So we're gonna go ahead and craft this. Quite expensive, but guess we're gonna find out if it's worth it. See how big this thing is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the slowest tame on the planet, but it's a normal attack on a mammoth.
Damn.
Oh, day 38, I immediately headed out and started killing Brontos and everything else I would need for the tributes to fight the Forest Titan. Make no mistake, getting all of these tributes took ages, but we finally got there by midday. Alright, so we have all 100 hearts, we have the 10 spines, and we have the 10 Rex arms. We're going to go ahead and make our way over to the sunken forest. We're going to go down, run the cave, grab the artifact. Running these caves with the Rex wasn't too much of an issue. I just had to watch out for the occasional Prolovia that would jump over the Rex. But other than that, it was fairly straightforward. After a good bit of fighting and a long walk, we finally made it to the terminal. Look at that. It's stuck in the ground. But as you can see, our next issue is the artifact being meshed under the ground and never surfacing. So I have a solution.
They changed a little bit of the map layouts, but it's still the same game. That makes sense.
That's some BS right there. And now it's time to fight the Forest Titan. May the odds be in my favor. Attack!
To grab it and then get back out. See it. Unofficial, if you don't own the server, you can't do that. Unofficial, you definitely can't do that.
You guys got this. I believe in you. I'm not even going to get in there because I don't really want to, you know?
This boss fight, which sucks. He is gonna tame, I think, all of them.
That's gonna hurt it. Oh, there's little wyverns everywhere. I forgot about that.
It's like he's gonna beat them.
Hey, dog, that kind of hurts. Attack him! Kill him!
And then eventually he'll tame them. Now, if you notice, the Forest Titan has one on each shoulder. There is another one, I think, by its foot. And I believe that's how you tame it. Now, if he had a way to take out the 2 nodes up top,
get him dead!
He'd be able to tame it. Which a mech would come in handy for that, because it's got the pistol thing that it has.
One of my Rexes died. No!
Dude, his 5 gigas are about to die. Look at that, they're all bloody. He's gonna need snow owls.
I'm not even attacking him.
For sure. It's day 50, he should have.
Whatever, he's almost dead. Just send it, baby!
That's what I would use.
Get there, get there,
get there!
Yeah! Oh my gosh, my gigas are bloody. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. The loot was well worth the time and effort that went into being able to fight this Forest Titan. Day 39, after dropping off all of my goodies, I found a Gamma element vein, and I decided to run it because I'm still short on elements, and if I want to tame any Titans, I need a bunch of it. And after a century, I finally completed it, and we started farming all of the nodes. Alright, so we just finished farming. And I'm at 147 elements with 5 more coming. Alrighty, so the MLRM, or MRLM, whatever you want to call it, is finally mine. Okay, I screwed up big time. This was the wrong attachment, and I'm going to find out very soon. I did not mean to do that. Well, there goes one of my rocket assemblies. So I actually don't think that's the thing I meant to craft. It's the MSCM. The
So
mech
that's
siege
the one that
cannon.
he needs right there.
Damn it! I wasted all those materials. It's fine. I can craft another one. After spending some time getting the resources together, I crafted the correct attachment, and then it was time to play around with our new mech. Oh wow, 924 damage per hit. That's pretty crazy. I spent 90% of day 40 gathering corrupt hearts because I wanted to tame the Ice Titan soon, and we need 100 more. Alright, we're officially done with corrupted hearts. My goodness. It is always such a boring grind. Now it's time to go to the Ice Titan cave and just work our way through that. Alright, let's start working our way through the cave once again. I did my best to avoid most of the creatures in this cave because the mech can't really handle it, and if I want any hope of taming this Ice Titan, I need his health as high as possible. And with some time and patience, I finally made it to the terminal, killing the last few straggling creatures, and tomorrow morning we are gonna get this thing. I just hope I get it done. I hope I get it done. We got this. Day 41, as you can see, I loaded into the fight, and now it's time to tame an Ice Titan. And for those of you who don't know, when trying to tame this thing, you have to shoot the nodes on them. There's a total of 3, and as we know, this is no quick process. The first node took me 3 in-game hours. There we go, baby. There's one. Next one's on the shoulder. Hit it. The second one went a lot quicker because I was able to hit a few of my rocket shots this time around. There we go. Broke the second one.
Right in the chest. This is the hardest one because it
We got it. Generally, the final one takes the longest time, at least for me, because he likes to guard it with his chin, so it's really tough to hit. Oh my gosh. Okay, that actually really hurt. We're almost there.
You could have used a siege cannon to shoot in the chest. When he goes to do his pulse attack,
Let's go, baby.
shoot it right in the chest. Oh,
We got it there.
Nice.
Let's freaking go, baby. I quickly headed home with the mech so I could drop that off before bringing the Ice Titan up to the King Titan terminal. This took absolute ages, as this is the slowest damn creature in the game with the exception of the Forest Titan. The walk did end up taking me the rest of the day, which I was okay with because I have an Ice Titan, and we're one step closer to achieving our goals. Day 42, I wasted no time in going back to the dangerous walk up to the Titan terminal to get corrupt hearts. For the course of the next couple of days, my main focus is going to be the Desert Titan. That's the one that I'm always most worried about because obviously it's in the air and we don't have access to stuff like wyverns. Not only did I need corrupt hearts, but I also needed 10 of these fire talons because that's the requirements for the Desert Titan, which we just got our last one. Other than that, there's not really much else to say about day 42. I ran all the way into the night and gathered a total of 150 corrupt hearts by the end. Day 43, with me recently destroying the Forest Titan on top of the Ice Titan, I was inquiring about crafting a full set of tech armor. I really need this chest piece, so some polymer and crystal. With that said, I obviously murdered penguins because they are in abundance on this map. Went back home and crafted my chest piece. Chest piece is necessary. On top of that, I found the resources to also craft the arms, making me run out of elements for the moment. So until we run another element vein, I'm kind of stuck with this. And with me already having a good amount of the Sarco skins, I only needed to kill a few Dinosuchus/Sarcos to get the rest of my requirements to fight the Desert Titan. And with tributes out of the way, as you can see, there was one final thing to do, which is tame a Quetzal. I did find this level 130, which without a doubt, I'm gonna get this.
He probably knocks it out in the worst spot ever. Oh no,
Well,
yeah,
let's go get some prime meat and come right
nice
back.
spot.
After throwing meat in the Quetzal's inventory, I waited a total of 10 minutes for it to tame, which, in relation to arc hours, is the rest of the day. Oh my freaking gosh, that took forever. I fight Titans. With that, there wasn't much else to do today other than head home and lay my head to rest to be ready to go for tomorrow. In the bird chirping hours of day 44, I crafted the Quetz saddle, which means I could now build a platform on the back of it and throw some gigas on it as well. And since I already have godlike gigas, all I have to do now is fly over to the desert globe and work my way through the cave. Another smart thing that I did was place my Quetzal with the giga already on the back of it where I knew that the Desert Titan would spawn. That way I don't have to worry about throwing out the Quetzal, putting the giga on the back, all while trying to fight it. The rest was fairly straightforward and simple. You already know how I have to fight through this cave, kill everything, get the artifact, and finally make my way to the terminal. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Compared to what it used to be, I mean,
This is an upgrade. This cave was for sure gorgeous, and honestly, I think the easiest out of the three. The creatures weren't too threatening, especially if you're on the back of a Giga. Inky saddle, some crazy lance, arrows, and this. And not too far up the trail, I was greeted by the final artifact that I needed. There it is, baby. Artifact of Chaos is mine. Now we just gotta head straight to that terminal and we're ready to fight the boss. I have to book it straight to my quets. I had low hopes for this fight, but at the same time, my Gigas are strong. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the hardest obstacle until I fight the King Alpha Titan. So, if I can get this done, I can pretty much do anything. Oh gosh, I'm disoriented for sure.
I like his motivation. If I can get this
I don't know
done,
what my
can do
quet says.
anything.
Come on, hurry.
For real.
After locating my quets
Good
and
job,
Giga, I had to book it over as fast as possible, hop on. Giga, you better stay on this damn platform. And now it was time for the tricky part. I had to place myself perfectly, get on the back of the Giga, and start biting away. I wasn't worried about the lightning or the swarms as much as I probably should have been, and it never actually caused an issue for me. This was for sure the easiest fight, and I hyped it up way too much. This is very strange. My quets ended up getting stunned out of the air. We dropped all the way to the ground, but luckily took no damage, so it's time to head back up. Just get it done. Just get it done. Stamina's dropping pretty quick. I need to get over there now. And a few more bites later, we finally beat the Titan. There
Nice.
we go. Now you can't believe it, but your boy iSyzen with a Quetzal and a Giga and a Dream, we did it. It was time for my victory celebration. I flew down to the loot cache and secured my goodies. Some ammo, a bunch of blueprints, tech railgun, armor, the usual. With me beating the Desert Titan, all of the tech gear was finally unlocked and able to be crafted. I just needed to find an element vein so I could get some more. This is a beta, so at least we'll get some more element. And with a quick 1-2 punch, killing a bunch of enemies. Just kidding, this wasn't quick. I'm easily getting out of here with over 400 element, like easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 62. Day 46, I was on my way home from the element vein, and I had a couple of plans for today. First things first though, I wanted to craft gunpowder for cannon shells. I can craft 3 and then I run out of gunpowder. Alright, let's see what we can do about making some more gunpowder. With spark powder going in the background, it was time for me to do a couple of things that I wanted to do. First things first, making the rest of my tech armor. And finally the pants. It was nice having a full set of tech now because I could freely move around and really fast at that, take no more fall damage, see at nighttime, and be able to breathe underwater. It's all just great. Anyways, after making about 8 cannon shells, it was time for me to hop in the mech and head over to the forest cave. And that's when I remembered that the mech is too damn big to fit in here, so I have to find where the forest titan spawns in, bring my mech up there, and then run through this with a Rex. Now it's time to get the next hardest part out of the way, which is taming the forest titan. This could prove to be a little bit more difficult. Let's just hope we don't run into any issues. It's a smooth, clean, very fast process. For the forest titan, I have to shoot the 2 nodes on his shoulders, which seem to have a lot more health than the ice titan nodes. It's about to break. Just let it break. There we go. We blew off one of his frickin' arms. Okay, my mech is actually about to die, so I need to hurry up. There, get there. Oh, hell yeah, we did it! Lay down, you stupid, ugly, big, little turd, frickin' nugget piece of crap. Oh my gosh, my finger, I have arthritis.
was an
I'm going
insult,
to develop it. It hurts so bad.
Forest Titan.
Oh, hey, it's
Oh, you
still an
got it.
alpha. I'll take
Nice.
it. With it being midday 47, I knew already that this was going to take twice as long as the Ice Titan. What's up, dude? This is my sprinting speed.
My sprinting speed! I've spent the entire day trying to get up here. The entire day. It is almost day 49. I've spent an entire day trying to walk because this asshole won't freaking walk. There was countless invisible walls. The Titan was glitching out saying his inventory was overweight when there was nothing in there. I'm about to just leave him behind. I don't care about him that much. And after trying multiple different methods, the only way I could get him up here next to the Ice Titan was having it follow me. Good day to you losers. I'm going home. Oh my freaking gosh. Well, my plan for today is simple since we've been working so hard. I'm just gonna do some base building and resource harvesting. Because it's been a while since we've done some base improvement. I was actually excited to do some chores around the house. I started off by organizing all of my storage boxes because of lately I've just been throwing things in random spots. Next up was dyeing my tech armor purple because I'm iSyzen. Hell yeah, partners! We have purple tech! I love it! RG.
When he did that part, I love it. And that squeaky voice, it reminded me of this guy.
I'm coming, King Julian. La 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 la. Oh. I love you, King Julian.
That's what that reminded me of. Alright, back to the program.
Oh, but all of these forges over here need to go.
We're an hour and
That's what
5
needs to
minutes
happen
into
right
the
now.
stream,
Next
and
was
we've got
stocking up on
50 minutes
resources, so I
left.
headed back to the
Let's do
desert
this.
cave to get chitin because this is probably the best place to farm it. Well, we got the artifact. I'm going to use it for decoration and decoration only, but it's all that I can carry. I have enough chitin. I ended up getting 444 crystal from the little rock elemental thingies, which is what I needed. So I think we can go ahead and return home. Look at all that chitin, baby. And for the rest of the evening, I just worked on cementing paste. Day 50 was all about stocking up on my resources that I had fallen short on. So first things first was metal. Next up was stone. And the reason for all of this is I have a lot of base building coming up in my near future, and I don't want to have to keep going out and doing this. Next up was wood, which the thorny dragon always makes super easy. I just have to hit a tree a few times and boom, I'm already over 1,000. Next was fiber, and all of my boxes were overflowing with all of these glorious resources. So we have all of these resources now, 2 full of stone. All right, cool. Those are all organized. Now, next thing I would like to do, I don't even really see a reason that we need the fabricator anymore, honestly. I just need some metal, but I want to make a storage box for all my rare resources. That doesn't eat up too much. Alright, now for this battle rig that we were going for. I just need polymer and metal. Well, I have the metal, actually. I just need polymer. So, let's get our vault. Place the vault's right over here. And this is where all of our rare resources are going to go. So, first up is going to be crystal. Let's go find some crystal. I was getting a little bit too far ahead of myself. I was excited to rack up all of this stuff, but it's day's end and we need to get some sleep. Day 51 began the rare resource farm. We started out with crystal, and after gathering and getting all of it deposited, I also crafted a few trophy bases so I could lay down my artifacts as decorations. That is sick! We got chaos right there. I want to get one more artifact on the other side of my stairs. After that, I headed out to go get some obsidian, and following that was oil farming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. I think that's more than enough. Electronics, all that oil. Now we just need polymer and then we are all set. The issue is...
So, at least you get 4K quality in the stream, just not my stream of me is in 4K. We're probably gonna max out like 1080p.
With polymer, as these penguins only offer about 50 to 60 a piece, meaning I have to wipe out
And
another generation of these poor guys just to deal with my own needs. And now for the fun stuff. It's time to craft something that's long overdue. Alright, there's a bunch of polymer. Now I can craft one of these once I transfer 638 metal. Build, equip, recall, and repair battle rigs here. Can be placed with or without a roof. Is this a waste of my materials? Probably. Oh, for the love of all things holy in the motherlands, why is this so big? Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. It is huge! Took me quite a while to figure out how the hell to even work this damn thing, but I finally figured out how to craft a truck. I'm crafting a truck! No frickin' way, brother. Oh wow, this is actually really expensive. Do I have to put this stuff in the inventory? Luckily, from killing titans and running OSDs, as you can see, I had a few parts already, which saves me a lot of time and resources. What the hell? Okay, so I need wheels. Let's do truck wheels. I need all the same stuff I was just talking about. That is so cool. And day 52, my truck was finally done.
Nice. You made a car. Hell yeah. That's a nice battle rig.
Guys,
Is
what
it
the
a
hell?
flamethrower
Driving this
or
thing
a
and
thing on the
controlling
back?
it
I
was
think it's a
fairly
flamethrower.
simple, but getting around was a whole other story. Wait, does this thing just break stuff? Does the... What the hell?
Does it collect
No
resources
way!
in its inventory?
Okay, so I can just clear the area. It doesn't harvest anything.
Oh, okay.
Wow, this thing shreds! My only issue with the vehicles is it's very hard to get around when there's rough terrain, especially if you fall down off of a cliff or something. Getting back up is such a pain. That is really cool. That is really cool. Well, 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 we finished the battle rig. Now it's time to start working on this bad boy. So I need to start out by building an assload of pillars if I don't already have some in here, which I do not. I could do pillars and then come up with a cool design with these gates too, since I already have 5 of them. All right, there's our entire outline, I believe.
Oh, wow.
It's looking
That
good.
looks awesome.
It'd be cool to do a see-through floor on this. We could do greenhouse triangles. It's crystal, cementing paste, and metal. And I can make an assload of those, like 98. And this is fully see-through. Let's go. This is gonna look so good. Oh my gosh, guys, that looks amazing.
Nice. This base building designs are great.
All right, the gates are all set up, so now we'll have to do walls next. Let me go ahead and throw some cosmetics on this. All right, one more baby wall, and then we're done with the inside of this place.
That looks awesome.
Hell yeah, man. This is looking so good. I love it. Guys, our base is very well lit now. My friends, it's a new day. And it's time to get started. We have more base stuff to do because I'm not quite happy with where it's at. We're getting there. So on day 53, base work continued. I made a ramp going up to my new platform where I was going to place my tech replicator and got it all fancied up. There we go.
That's what I'm talking
Then I
about.
can just easily come up here like that. That's gorgeous. And then we'll run all the way up here, and this will be where the tech replicator is.
No, that's what I call a base building. Hell yeah.
All right, there we go. Tech replicator is all set up. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm in love with the base. I'm in love with it. I do still have to go back and get my mech, so I think that's what I'm going to do right now. I want to get the mech back home, and maybe we can put him up here. I think this is a good spot for him. If not, just somewhere off to the side. And then after that, the plan is to build a gigantic breeding platform. We're probably going to do it down there in the water and then across some of that stuff. We need a giant breeding platform for gigas, and up here, it just gets way too damn crowded. So I obviously, like I just said, headed back down to the sunken forest to grab my mech because I wanted him back at home with me. Alrighty, my friends. Well, we made it back home. Super late day. Just going to go ahead and get the mech placed and call it a night. Oh, good morning, everybody! Day 54 was strictly devoted to building this Giga breeding platform, and obviously I need a Giga army to fight the final boss on top of the titans that I've already tamed. Between building and crafting, this took me all day. It was a little over 100 ceilings and around 60 pillars. I wanna be done. I think that should be pretty damn good enough. We're gonna start laying out our gigas and see how much room we actually have, though. Day 55, the platform itself was complete. I just had to place walls and a gate now, but I needed to see how much room I had. All right, so that is all the gigas we own, and we still have this whole part of the platform over here, which isn't a lot. There we go. Now these gigas breed. I have all of this platform to work with. I already had my previous ACs, but I needed another generator to put down on my platform, so I got one crafted. And I think I actually like that gate better too. Awesome, let's go get ourselves the other 2 artifacts, and then we will come up with our plan after that. But that's what I'm going to spend the day doing. We're going to take the battle rig as well. By the way, this is what I mean. When you fall off of a ledge or a cliff, it's almost impossible to get back up. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, no way. The other issue is I don't know if I can run through this place without breaking my battle rig. Nope, I cannot. So at this point, I'm convinced that these things are only good for traversing without any danger around, or if you're running over humans, which I mean, I'm not, so. After safely securing my battle rig, I headed into the
That was
ice
funny.
cave, and alone at that. I
This
figured
thing's
it would
only
be much
supposed to be
faster if I just went through this place
Or
using my
traversing
tech
the
armor.
map, and he's like, well, I'm not. For the human
All right,
part,
we got
it's
the
fine.
artifact. Now we just have to get the forest one, and we're all set. Let's go ahead and throw this artifact here.
If you guys haven't gathered by now, I do not need these artifacts. I already have everything I need for the rest of the game. I just wanted them because I felt like my base was missing decorations.
All right, there's the artifact. Not glitched out for once. Let's go ahead and just put our last artifact up and look at our beautiful decorations.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the final touch that this base needed.
Day 56, I wanted to spend my time making gunpowder because we need an ass load of those cannon shells for the King Alpha Titan fights, and it all starts with gunpowder.
All right, the forge is completely full of wood. That's gonna be a lot of charcoal, so that's good.
Obviously, next up was spark powder, so I got all of that started in the chemistry station.
Well, my friends, it's been a full day of gunpowder BS. We're approaching nighttime. All I've done today is gunpowder. We have more on the way. So for cannon shells, I'm not going to have an issue with gunpowder ever again. Polymer is going to be another thing that I have to get on top of. We have metal, we have crystal, and finally cementing paste, which I have the ability to make an assload of cementing paste. But I think what we're going to do is do a polymer farm. With that being said, day 57 was much like day 56, where I was farming for 2 resources all day, because these cannon shells were more important to me than I thought they would be. And sure, this could have been a massive waste of 2 days, but I guess we'll find out when it comes time to fighting the boss. I think I need to go to church after this playthrough because killing this many penguins cannot be good for my soul. All right, polymer. That was 819.
And while I need more, I wanted to split up my tasks, that way I didn't get burnt out. So time for cementing paste.
All right, our cementing paste farm is pretty much complete. That was 852 plus what we have in storage.
So now that I have an abundance of all of the other resources that I need to craft these cannon shells, polymer is the only thing it really comes down to. And at 120 per shell,
I was doing this pretty much for the rest of the day. All of that for me to only be able to craft 12. It's 12 cannon shells we didn't have, and you know what? What I might be able to do is run OSDs, because that's how I got those in the first place. I didn't even craft them, so we just might run the red and the purples and stuff like that and see how many we can rack up by the time we fight the King Titan.
Day 58 kicked off with OSD searching throughout the wasteland. I wanted to spend the next few days running these drops so I could rack up those cannon shells, but unfortunately after searching for half of the day, I didn't find a single one. The issue
All right, survivors. It's been a long road together, but we're finally here. We got one last ride. We're gonna build out some gas-guzzling war rigs, kick the tires, and blaze our way down those dusty highways into the sunset together.
Let's ride! That is my line, right?
start your engines and put the pedal to the metal. Because the end is here for Bob's Tall Tales. I'll miss you kids.
Uncle Bob, I'll miss you too.
Is I had just loaded into my world, and whenever you just load in, OSDs take a while to spawn, so instead I found this.
That's an alpha element node. I haven't run one of those yet. I mean, I'm kind of interested in running that, guys.
And there's no OSDs, so without wasting any time I headed straight to the vein and started killing all of the creatures, but a few of them kept getting glitched out up here. What I normally do for these veins and OSDs is I turn harvesting off on my dinosaurs, that way I can still get tributes from killing dinos, just not all the bullcrap.
Giga, get off of me.
What are you doing?
Get off of me, you freaking idiots.
Day 59, I killed the last few dinos that were roaming around the vein to complete it. I want y'all to keep track of time. It is currently 4 a.m. I want you to witness how long it takes to farm all of this.
Yes, sir. That is all of it. Okay, so now we just have this middle node.
Oh, that's a lot of element. Damn. He's gonna get like almost 1,000.
No joke, I'm gonna have 1,000 element by the time we leave.
982 plus whatever he has.
Oh my freaking gosh.
Wow.
Look at that. It's 1,500! 9 more on the way, but seriously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1,234 element.
And now that we know elements won't be an issue for the rest of this playthrough, I can officially say I'm done running those veins.
Do we think we can land at home? Think I can land at home?
He's gonna get the
I'm
water.
not landing at home, damn it.
Day 60 OSD searches continued. I went all the way to the sulfur area when I found a gold on the border.
Oh, this one's really close to the border.
Doing this one scared me because if I take one step outside of those red posts, I'm dead, and so is my Giga. And by this point, yellows being super easy, I was able to pretty much stay here stationary and just chomp away.
Oh yeah, I hear another OSD dropping. Hopefully it's a purple or a red. Look at all of it go. So much loot.
After picking up all of my loot, I checked it out in my inventory and noticed that I would have been better off running a blue drop because all I got was cryopods and resources. By the time I was almost home, nighttime was approaching, which is the one downside to running OSDs as they take pretty much almost all day. When I returned home, I organized all of my new loot to ensure that I didn't get disorganized like I was before.
Well, I can make a tech rifle, which it's not that expensive. I kind of want to do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, let's go test our tech rifle because, just because, you know. Oh my gosh, I forgot how good these are. You thought you stood a chance, didn't you? Oh, sorry, buddy. Had to do it. Had to do it. How to do it.
Anyways, after my psychotic mental break, it was time for bed. Day 61, I headed straight out to run more OSDs, hopefully today finding a purple or a red, when I came across this.
Yo, what the heck? Oh, that's funny because there's an OSD right there. I think that's a red. Wait, no way. That's it. That's an Alpha Rex right there.
When you kill Alpha Rexes, they drop 2 of the Alpha Teeth, and I need a total of 10 of them, meaning I need to kill 5 Alpha Rexes by the end of this playthrough.
And this is the first one I found in 61 days!
Luckily, that OSD that we saw up the road was in fact a red, so strap in. When it all started, I thought I was safe enough and strong enough at this point to get up and use the restroom, and I did exactly that. and watch the chaos that ensues while I was gone. I was going to the bathroom. I was going to the bathroom. I was going to the bathroom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was that serious. I didn't think it was that serious. I will be honest, it's probably better to run these red drops with more than just 2 gigas. I hate keeping track of them though, and I'm lazy. The issue is the wyverns. They do percentage-based health damage, and the more health you have, the more damage you take, which is the scary part. After slaughtering a few more waves like it's Black Ops 3 in 2015, we finally completed it. Oh, we're all done. Let's go. All right, let's see what the loot is like. We have a bunch of truck stuff, meant like 5 truck parts, some crazy tech items, an ass load of polymer, 67 metal foundations. All of this loot is cool and all, but still no cannon shells, which is my main purpose for spending days running these OSDs. That's okay though. You're gonna find that I'll give up very soon to do something even more dreadful in the coming days. But as you can see, to finish things off for day 61, I started placing all of the structures that I got from the red OSD that we just ran on my platform down below. Day 62, I crafted a makeshift mega lab. It's not too expensive actually. 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted to make sure that I crafted every single item from Bob's Tales by the end of this playthrough, and number 2, it's actually pretty good. I've been getting these things called traits from running the orbital supply drops, and what you do is you put them inside the inventory of this mega lab, drop in either a piece of armor or a weapon that you own, and then you can drag the trait itself onto the weapon or armor to give it additional benefits. Oh, no way. Okay. Okay, so that worked. For instance, the trait that I put on my chest piece gives me an increased healing of 40% from all healing items. Next up, I crafted this embryo incubator thing, and it was absolutely the biggest waste of time, space, and oxygen ever. Low-key though, I'm the dumbass here. I actually thought you could put eggs in it, and it would just hatch the eggs for you and raise the babies. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Leave me alone. The last thing I built for now was the tinkering desk, which... honestly, it's cool, but I think that it needs some work. In the description, it says, a workbench for combining 3 blueprints to create another blueprint better suited for your needs. You would think if I put pants in there because I didn't want the pants, that it would not give me pants because that's not better suited to my needs. Obviously, I wanted to get rid of them again. Later, I started using all of the structures that I have saved up to further improve my base. I'm pretty sure this is the best base I've ever built out of any video as it sits, but we want it to be over the top, the coolest thing I've ever done. Because what's a kingdom without a kingdom entrance? I think this looks amazing. It probably looks like a pile of garbage to most of you, but let me be proud. And then you open it up and you're greeted by my beautiful village. Do you want a vehicle? I got you. You want to craft anything you've ever wanted? I got you. What about a beautiful garden? I got you. Day 63 starts the breeding frenzy of 50 gigas. To start off this whole process, I had all of my gigas mate. That way I could get a huge wave of eggs to start. But then once we start getting some form of lineage, it'll only be 2 gigas making babies per generation. All right, we have 1 egg from them. We should have 1 egg from you. All right, well, there's all 7 giga eggs that I have so far hatching. I wanted to hatch 8 eggs at a time for better chances of finding the good gigas out of the pack to make them have babies. So I've been sitting here like, oh yeah, eggs are almost done. They never even began, and now they're incubating. That's super annoying. There is one plus side to the breeding frenzy, is that I've been working my ass off this entire playthrough so far, so I deserve a break, and I'm just gonna sit around my base until I'm done. Oh my freaking gosh, that was a lot. With my giga eggs taking 22 minutes apiece to hatch, it took all the way until day 64 for my whole baby wave to be here. And after checking a couple of giga's inventories, my first one had a double mutation. It was a color mutation plus a melee. And then after checking a couple more, I realized that the opposite gender was also a double mutation, except this one was health and melee. I'd say the worst part about this whole situation though was having to gather more meat than I could even imagine would ever even be in this game. game. Not only to keep all of my babies fed, but I was using the Daedon to heal everything as they were raising and once they were fully raised. And the issue with Daedons is they go through about 1,000 raw meat every few minutes. Anyways, my first wave of imprints was here. I walked a couple of gigas, cuddled with a couple of others, and now in 12 more minutes will be the second and final wave. I sat around and the second wave was here, so time to do some more imprints. Well, you're done with imprinting, that's nice. So are you. Alright, we're done with imprints for the first wave. We just gotta let them grow up. Alrighty, so something I have to do on top of healing them and on top of raising them is make the Giga saddles, which I honestly forgot about. I'm probably gonna blow the rest of my hide on all of these saddles, so I'm just gonna gather all of this. I can craft 2, and then I need more metal. Which we're full of metal here, so we're good. After crafting the Giga saddles that I needed right now, the day was pretty much over. The final thing I did was cleaned up the area, lined up the gigas, and I wasn't gonna start hatching or laying any more eggs until all of these guys were healed and potted back up. Day 65, only 2 of my gigas were fully healed because something I didn't know is that the Daedon only heals 1 at a time, not all of them at the same time. Alright, there is our first egg. I'm gonna save up about 8 of these, and then we're gonna do a second hatch. After getting my first egg, I decided to craft 2 storage boxes, or things are gonna get messy. And here's why. Not only does it organize my gigas that I'm breeding, but it also gives me a sense of goal achieving. So every time I complete a giga, as far as imprinting, raising, and fully healing, I'll put them in the left storage box. And then finally, later on, I'll make a third one, so whenever I fully level a giga, they can go in there. So here's what it comes down to. About every 3 in-game hours, 1 giga would fully heal, meaning it took pretty much all day long to get a full team of healed gigas. And that's just 8. And we're currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in 1 more egg, I will start the second wave of hatches. Also, my base giga stats are a good talking point. So this is with the full 100% imprints and no levels. My gigas have 39,000 health and 279% melee damage. These of course are not official rates, these are single player rates, but normal giga health after imprint is normally around 34,000 and melee damage is normally around 170. Oh, you're also done. Okay, all of the gigas are done healing finally. Freaking Daedon's putting in work. Day 66, my next wave of babies was here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Do you guys see what I see? Do you see what I see? We have another color mutation that's yellow and black. 130, so you have bad melee. You have a cool color mutation, but I do not want to implement that if your melee is that bad. You have both good stats. So we're just going to call you next breed female. Let's do Peppa Pig. What you're watching now is pretty much how the next 10 days are gonna go for me. After naming all of my tames down here, it was of course time to wait for imprints once again. Alright, we have our first imprints. Simple cuddle, thank you for being nice and easy. You wanna go on a walk. I hate the ones that wanna go on a walk because they're so damn big. Can you get off me, you little douche? They play with me for no reason. Get off. Alright, we are approaching the end of the day. We're ready for the second round of imprints here shortly. Day 67, my gigas were fully raised and imprinted on, and it was time to heal. And by midday, I had all of the eggs that I needed for the next wave of babies. I just needed to wait for them to get closer to fully healed. Jumanji is also done. This would probably go a little bit faster if I hatched eggs as I got them, but I don't want 20 gigas around here. It's just gonna get way too cluttered. My platform's not that big. Day 68, obviously, breeding was still going on in the background, but I wanted to do something different and show something different, so we decided to gather corrupt hearts because I need 150 for the final boss. But my fun was cut short when I saw 2 nearby gigas that wanted me dead. No, 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 hey! That's a good start on the corrupted hearts. I just really need a giga to continue on with this. There's nothing I can really do with the mana garmer. And my friends, well, as we approach the end of the day, my whole nest is about to hatch. Let's see if we get a good color mutation with both melee and health mutations. Oh, they're all level 189, I believe. Okay, that's a good start. I think they're all white, though. The white and black Oreo. My only hope at this point was for more color mutations, but as far as stats go, I'm not going to show you guys that anymore because they stayed the same for the rest of my breeding frenzy. The 39,000 health and the 279 melee at full imprint. Alright, so not all of the mass hatches can be good. It looks like we kind of hit a brick wall with this one, so we're just going to have to see if any of them are better than the others. And I'm going to have to get all of them food because gigas are so hungry all the time. Anyways, after naming all of my gigas and then going to get them some meat, the day was coming to to a close with 8 more gigas on the way. At the start of day 69, I got hit with a superior kibble imprint, which I have not gotten yet, so I'm screwed at this point until I make jerky. I was originally going to say screw it and continue on with other imprints and have one bad giga, but then I saw that Bob's Tales has its own jerky maker. Let's make that instead. So after getting some quick polymer, and as the sun came to rise, there's my preserving bin. We need meat and oil. I got it placed down below on my platform, and I noticed that it crafts within 2 minutes now instead of 36. It's way faster. Okay, you guys are still gonna be like, yeah, you're only getting 1 imprint. That's fine though. All right, so potted up, ready to go gigas. We have 24. This 8 puts us at 32. Then we need 3 more waves and we're done. There we go. There you go, Lucy. You freaking needy little boogers, man. You're making this so much harder than it needs to be. Other than that, after doing the rest of the imprints that I needed, working through the healing process, and then going for a big metal farm for future crafting, that's pretty much the day. I love metal. I'm hoping by the morning that all of these gigas are fully healed and we can get on the next wave, because let me tell you, leveling gigas is gonna be slow. All right, I'm gonna need to go get more cryopods soon. It looks like Yolanda's almost done healing too. Day 70, I was waiting for the last few gigas to heal up, and I also had all my eggs hatching. While that was going on in the background, the next thing I wanted to do was craft a steam forge, which I was pretty close to, so we're gonna farm for a little bit. And after my daily penguin slaughter and waiting for some more metal, my gigas were pretty much done healing, and I was able to craft my steam forge, which I got placed over here. Look at that bad boy. I got some of my metal swapped over from my other forge to see this thing in action, and it was absolutely glorious. It was double the speed of the industrial forge, and it looked damn cool. But for the rest of the evening, all I did was work on giga saddles and tend to babies. Time for our mass hatching in 3, 2, 15, 14. Day 71, as you can see, my second to last wave of babies was here. I only have 1 more wave of gigas after this, and I'm really hoping I can get some color mutations that aren't bad. Spoiler alert, I don't. Anyways, let's speed this up. I'm sure no one loves breeding unless you're a psychopath. Key points for the day. I ran a treasure map. Dude, I'm telling you, these primitive ones are the best. And then secondly, of course, all I did was raise an imprint on gigas. Day 72, I re-upped on meat. I waited for gigas to heal all day, of course, and I chopped up a Novus. That's really it. On to the last wave. We have 5 minutes until those eggs are done hatching, and then I can call it quits. Finally! Day 73, as you just saw, my eggs hatched, and I'm on my final wave of gigas. But that doesn't mean necessarily that I'm done today, just that I have my final wave growing. All right, we have named all of our gigas. It's time to also feed them. I didn't realize you could name the mech, so Master Chief it is, Master Longneck. I know we're not playing PvP, but I kind of want to do something. So, other than raising 10 gigas, the big point for today was crafting 2 turret towers to stave off danger. And when I say danger, I mean harmless mammoths and more penguins. I guess the turrets are gonna kill anything that walks near my base, so feel bad for you. Does my base look scary yet? Like, if you were a PvP person and you approach this, nah, don't even answer that, because I've seen some crazy ass stuff. You guys would absolutely just demolish me. More giga raising. Day 74, all of my gigas were fully imprinted, and now they just needed to heal, which healing 10 gigas alone is probably gonna take all day, because this is my biggest wave yet. Look at that, we're at 32 plus the 7 in there, 39, plus the 9 more that I had out here healing, which puts us at 48. I'm too short of my goal of 50, but if I look at 1 more raising giga, I'm gonna die. Oh crap, I told you guys I was gonna speed this up. Okay, day 74, I chopped meat so gigas could eat and heal, and that's it. Oh, we've officially reached day 75. We're 1 day past my goal of 10 days worth of breeding, but we're almost done, so hopefully I can be done with this soon, and then we have to go level 50 gigas. Uhtred of Bebbenberg. If you know, you know. Hey guys, look what I just found. That's Rex number 2. After spending quite a while putting this Rex down, there it is, baby. We chopped him up for a godly amount of prime meat and headed home for the evening. To finish off the day, my final giga was finally done healing, and I could call it quits and move on with my freaking life. Breeding is finally done. That took me 12 days. Day 76, I gathered all of my new gigas, and it's time to go start leveling. think I'm happy with that melee. 614 is pretty damn good. "33 levels. Look at this. And as you can see, day 1 of leveling, I only had 5 gigas done, meaning if I kept up at this pace, it would take 10 days, and we just don't have that kind of time. Day 77, leveling continued, except today I went to the ice cave. I still hadn't caught on to the best way to level up all of these gigas, but soon I will. And unfortunately, since the ice cave doesn't give as much levels as those corrupted creatures I was killing yesterday, I only got 4 gigas complete. 9 gigas down. All of these to go. Day 78, I started using my brain and remembered that the best experience you can get in the game is by running red and purple OSDs. And the best part about this is I can level up multiple gigas at once instead of spending all day doing this amount. Look at these levels per giga, over 40. This is way better. Crazy unassembled mech. Okay, guys, I think we spend the remainder of our time on this planet crafting this because this thing ain't dying. Yeah, we only need like 3,300 polymer, 6,000 metal. Alrighty, my friends, well, we have metal going, and here we have enough. I couldn't even tell you how long this is going to take. But once we get that and the polymer, we're gonna have enough to craft that mech. Day 79, while still waiting on metal for said robots, I started building on top of my battle rig station because I wanted to place more turrets. But after doing all this work, I got a notification saying that I have too many generators within my vicinity and can't place any more. So all of this was a waste of time and just for looks. You know what? I could just start transferring this. All right, 3,000 more metal and we'll have the mech. We also need to work on getting crystal. And after a full day of beating the heck out of some penguins, the mech was finally mine on the mighty day 80. Oh my mother. Damn, we got Christmas colors going on. We got Master Chief and King Chief. What the hell? 36,000 health, 200 more melee damage, 4,500 more stamina, 1,000 more weight, 22,000 more health. That's gnarly. I obviously had to shred everything in my area, which I couldn't honestly tell a huge difference, but I just feel safer knowing he has a lot more health. Get 2-tapped, Dinosuchus. Okay, you know what? No doubt this mech was way stronger than the other one. I just failed to see it at first because of how expensive it was. Well, I know the new best polymer farm. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Look at my accomplishments, guys. All right, I've had enough fun, but tomorrow we hit it hard on leveling again. Oh, in this kingdom I've created, I must lay my head to rest. Good night, survivors. You guys, there's a purple right here. So on day 81, I threw out my dinos and got ready to run the hardest OSD because it's endless until you get to wave 7 when you can cancel it on your own. This is legendary. This is the hardest one. There's already freaking wyverns out there. Without giving anything away, let's just say that I don't think I was prepared enough. Oh my gosh, 44 levels on the first wave? Guys, I underestimated this a lot. I will not allow this. Hurry! Your help is needed! Help me! After getting my face kicked in for 2 waves straight, I noticed that all of my gigas were already bloody, and we need 5 more waves to get rewards, so we dipped. We need to get out of here. We can't do this.
On the fortunate side, my Gigas all still did get 44 levels, so it wasn't a complete wasted trip. We finished 4th.
Look at that. That is ridiculous.
I accidentally got the
Yeah, I'm still
aggro and
alive.
almost died, so fortunately I escaped
let you
with
know
my
I'm
life and we headed home. For the rest of the day, I threw out all of my wounded Gigas and allowed them to heal. Tomorrow, we're gonna hit it hard.
I have 6 more Gigas with me. All of these Gigas are already done leveling. And these are the Gigas we have left after what's in my inventory. See, I keep getting blessed by coming outside of my base and there being an OSD.
We're absolutely running this. Obviously, almost another full day is going to be spent running this, but I have 6 Gigas with me, meaning I'll be done with these. And now that you get the gist of how leveling goes, I'm going to speed up this process a little bit and give you guys a little bit of an epic montage over the course of the next 4 days.
Guys, I finally did it. I finally did it. All of my Gigas are fully healed and leveled. There's 43 in here. And we have 7 Gigas in here. Oh, that's 8 actually. I have 51 Gigas. Awesome. I will see you guys in the morning for our final plan before this playthrough is over. Day 86 wasn't necessarily about leveling, even though that was a bonus, but my goal was to bring all of my strongest Gigas to a purple drop and actually complete it for once. I wasn't playing games this time though. I brought 12 Gigas. And here's the issue. If all of these Gigas die, I have to spend the rest of this playthrough breeding more. Here we go. Defend this thing with your life. Oh my gosh. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Come on, one more hit! One more!
My 6th cup of coffee since
I'm stuck on his
8:30.
tail. There's no way.
I've been drinking nonstop.
Let's go!
Alright, back to the program, guys.
This
Sorry, got
points,
that off
I
of,
appreciate you more than you'll ever
TikTok
know.
shop.
Enjoy the ascension, and I'll see you next time.
But yeah,
I
if you guys
love
can
you
see
all.
this mic glows, which is pretty freaking cool. It changes colors. Oh, he's about to do something on here, and I'm like not witnessing it. Oh my god. Guys, we gotta go back real quickly. I kind of missed out on the most important thing. I'm so sorry.
Extinction, I don't want to waste your time, so without further ado,
I'll see you in part 2. Bye!
Let's
no, I'm just kidding.
go
I'd be so screwed up.
into
Oh,
the
my
boss
friends.
fight, and
Coming
I
in
didn't get
3,
to
2,
witness this.
1,
Let's do this.
go!
Oh, he's fighting the Mega Titan. With
Okay,
his
well
Titans.
there's Rex is dead.
All of his Rexes died.
Get in there, baby! Get in there! Get in there! Stuff is
Attack,
dying!
attack, attack! He does defeat it, but he's gonna lose a lot of Rexes.
Oh my god, things are just dying left and right.
His Gigas are dying. They're being stomped on. There goes his army. See if they shoot the blue nodes that are on it. That's how you damage it. Alright. Oh, he's getting element from this too. Cool.
He's doing the mega punch.
Damn!
And a bunch of my gigas just died. Gigas are just falling left and right.
His eyesight ain't even doing anything. It's just sitting
Get
back.
off me.
Huh.
Get
Lazy.
off me. I will
Lazy
achieve
Ice Titan. Get
beating
in there
this
and
mother
fight, Ice
trucker
Titan. What are you
for
doing?
the first time in my entire life. Do not kill them all. Do not kill them all. Looks like I only have a few gigas left.
This is an epic fight. It's awesome. Oh, now he's doing the work. 7K per smack. It's not bad. Mess him up, man. Mess him up.
Oh, he did it. He did it. He did it. He did it. Oh my gosh, I still had gigas. $30K, that's good damage.
30K damage. Nice, Force Titan. 30K for the
Let's
Ice
go,
Titan. Let's
Titan.
go. His Giga
Come
just
on.
stood there and took that
We're
freaking
almost
fireball
there.
damage from that meteor. What? Oh, he's about to get it. 46
Fight
minutes
to the death
remaining,
for
and
me,
he's about to
people.
do it. He's got a little
Come
bit of
on.
health left. Come on, man, you got this. Come on. Come on.
He's charging up. I need you guys to get in here and do damage.
30K, one more hit.
Come on, one more hit.
One more hit.
One more. I'm stuck on his tail. There's no way.
Yes. Let's go.
There's my whole entire team dead. That's so sad.
He lost
my
all
friends,
his
we
gigas.
absolutely
Damn.
killed it. We did everything we wanted to do, and I beat the King Alpha Titan for the first time in my life. That is a huge accomplishment. I was so scared. Man, when my gigas started dying within seconds, I thought for sure we were losing. These two little boogerheads, man, that Force Titan put in work. My mech put in work. Everyone did their job, and here we are. Meteors raining from the sky at the perfect
This
time.
looks
Thank you
beautiful.
all
I love
so
this.
much for watching to this point. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Enjoy the ascension, and I'll see you next time. I love you all.
This is the final part of the video. Let's go, guys. We've been like live streaming for like almost like 2.5 hours, I think. This was a long process, but I had other stuff I had to do during this, so I apologize for the inconvenience, stepping away for a phone call. It's been a morning, but I want to thank you all so much for being here. And don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'm going to be doing my own series here soon. But we're going to be doing a YouTube series of watching people do like 100 days for pretty much any game that has 100 days. So 7 Days to Die, Ark, Conan, the whole list. So if you're into 100 days videos, I will have a YouTube channel dedicated to just that alone. We're going to kick this year off with a good year to 2025. And we're gonna do it the right way.
Go on. Take a look. It's finally begun.
Oh wow.
The arcs are coming home. Each one carries with it the seeds of new life. Plants, animals, and humans.
Look at how many freaking
And these
orc maps there
seeds will
are
take
that they
root
could
across the
create
far
for
corners
potential
of the
just in
world.
the story. That's insane.
Once they do, all that life will be unleashed. From there, it will spread, grow, and thrive. And this planet, our home,
So I just realized something, guys. I'm gonna go back like a few seconds here. So this giant gate right here, what they could do in Ark in the future is they could open up a portal to kind of like what No Man's Sky does. You take the portal to go to another solar system, but in this case you can use this entire door here to go through, and it teleports you to the next map instead of just using an obelisk to transfer maps. You go through this, and then it does a portal screen, and then you spawn in on the next map. That would be an insane feature. However, I don't think they have the tech to do that. I mean, mean, No Man's Sky developers, they do. But what if they worked with Studio Wildcard and created an idea for that? Let me know what you guys think.
And thrive. And this planet, our home, will bloom once more. As for the rest of the infection, well, the Arcs can take it from here.
Dude, Ascension and Arc Survival Ascended Extinction looks amazing. This cutscene is just phenomenal. There goes the fall of Extinction. The entire map. Is that the island? What map is that out there? It looks like the island.
But make no mistake, this is all thanks to you.
Is it the island or the center? I can't tell.
You were the one that Helena, that I, was waiting for after all. Look at that. Suns are rising.
That was awesome. Oh, it's not done yet. There's still a final cutscene.
What is
this? Is this supposed to be for Aberration for Rockwell? For leading up to Genesis, Part 1 and Part 2. Here we go. That was it. That's the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for those that tune in and watch this. He's got 98,000 views on it in 3 days. That is impressive. He's at 292,000 subscribers. Here's his channel. There'll be a link in the description if you guys want to watch this entire video without my, boring commentary and interruptions. There'll be a link to check out his channel and check this out. But big fan. I'm in his Discord. Love what he does, and I hope he continues to do this. He's got so many videos that are dedicated to his 100 days. He's also doing it for I guess he's uploading Ark Survival Evolved content by itself. Looks like Crystal Isles. He's got he's got 3 videos, so I guess he's doing 100 days on there as well. We'll watch that when he completes it. We'll do a whole series as soon as he does complete this. It's going to be a while, because you can tell he uploaded a video 3 days ago, but before that it was 3 weeks ago, so he kind of uploads at a slower rate. He's got 7 Days to Die, 100 days. Here is 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, and then 9 and 10 is like in the same video. So, and he has the whole entire video. I spent 100 days and 7 Days to Die in Rebirth mod, which is 4 hours and 39 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna really pull that one off. That might be like the last video we ever watch on his channel because of how long of a stream that is, which is insane. And it's over 20 some videos. I mean, that's look at that, episode 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, it's right here. Darkness Falls, 7 Days to Die. 11.5-hour video. That's the longest video, I think, on his channel. This guy posts so much good content. He's uploading, like, look at this, 14K, 15K, 16K. I mean, his views are great. His content is great. He's even got one for Aberration, which will be our next 100 days video to watch at some point, which is 1 hour and 34 minutes. So that's on our list. We're going to be doing the Elden Ring one as well, because that's insane. He does that in 4 hours of a live stream where he plays 100 hours of Elden Ring, which is almost equivalent of like 100 days, but he's doing it in hours in the game. So this will be fun to watch because I suck at the game, but I wouldn't mind watching a content creator that is good at it actually play it. But as you guys can tell, he's got a lot of content that is worth watching, and we would definitely check it out. He's mainly got Ark and 7 Days to Die, so we've got a lot of content to watch from this guy. He even did 100 days on Grounded. That I can't wait to actually watch. I watched a little bit of it, but barely any. Like, I barely scratched the surface of this video, so I'll play it back. We'll rewatch that. He's got Power World, so we'll definitely watch that as well. We've got a whole series to do, and I can't wait. But I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, stay cheesy. Have an awesome day.
Got the juice, yeah. It's my world, I got the juice, yeah. Who am I? Fuck nigga.